welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you how I braid my hair for when I'm wearing it underneath my protective hairstyles, like my wigs. And as you guys can see, I do have on a pretty big wig right now. There's like no secret that this is a wig. If you guys are not familiar, or if you guys are just joining me here on my channel, I have a tutorial up on how I made this wig as well as how I colored it. So I'll have that information down in the description box as well as in the card section if you guys want to check it out. Before I go ahead and jump right into the video on how I braid my hair, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you could really do me a favor by go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there. It's 100% free and it really helps me out on YouTube. And while you're at it, go ahead and hit that notification bell as well, so every time I upload a video, you'll be notified and you won't miss out on any of my content. Alright you guys, without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. So I went ahead and I've already washed and conditioned my hair. I sat under the hooded dryer for maybe 45 minutes to an hour, and then I blow dried my hair just to make sure it was really dry. And to prepare my hair for the braids, you guys, I typically like to use 2 different oils when I am braiding my hair. And the oil that I like to use is one, the Sunny Isles Jamaican Black Castor Oil, and this is the extra dark one. And then I also like to use my coconut oil, and now this is the cold pressed coconut oil, and I like to use these two when I'm braiding my hair. So to start off, I typically like to go ahead and part my hair down the middle because I know for sure I like to work on sections when I'm braiding my hair. So just gonna go ahead and make the part down the middle. Now, I think 4 braids is a good amount of braids I feel like I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sectioning off my hair. So the first part I'm gonna make closest to my ear, maybe around 1.5 inches width away from my ear. And as you guys can see, that's like no hair. So I'm just gonna part it again. Okay, so I feel like that's a good enough part. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of the hair up. Now, when I'm making my parts, you guys, the width of them all depends on how post I am relaxer. So typically when I'm closer to stretching my relaxer, like farther out, so maybe around 20 weeks post, my braids will be like really messy. But when I'm close to just getting my relaxer done, so like 4 weeks post relaxer, or maybe even 6 weeks, my braids will be a lot smaller and a lot flatter. So it just depends on how much volume I have. And right now I have more than medium amount. I'm 3 months post relaxer, so you guys can see, or you guys will see when I, go further in the braids. So I just like to take a little section from the part, and this is gonna be my starter, and I take 1, 2, 3 sections, and I'm just gonna go ahead and start braiding. Now you guys, this is not a tutorial on how to braid because I'm not the best person to learn from, but I can definitely show you guys. I can show you. So I'm just gonna start off by braiding the first braid. And a lot of people say braiding for them is harder when they have nails on. For me, it's just a different technique. And I'm gonna try to make these braids as neat as possible, but they're not gonna be like super duper perfect because they're going under my unit. My unit's gonna be on top of this, so it's not like people are gonna actually be seeing this. I like to braid all the way down to the bottom, or at least as close as I can get, but I'll be doing the braid in method, the feed in method. So it's not really gonna matter to braid like all the way down. Typically I'll stop maybe like right here and then, connect it that way. But just for the purpose of this video, I wanted to show you guys. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make my second part, kind of following that one, but still kind of staying straight, because this part is gonna go like this one is gonna go like that, so this one should kind of be like right in between the highest part of your eyebrow. So let's see. And when I make these parts, you guys, I still adjust them if I feel like they're too thick, like if the hair is gonna be too bulky. Okay. And I'll show you guys at the end when all the braids are done what it looks like, so that way you guys will have a better idea of how I'm actually braiding my hair. Okay, so I can already tell that this is going to be a big braid right here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and move forward. So I like to put the Jamaican black castor oil closer towards like my edges and my baby hairs because they're super duper fine. And Jamaican black castor oil is really, really good for helping you grow hair and grow thicker hair. So just put a little bit of Jamaican black castor oil right there and go ahead and start braiding. Got my 3 sections. And I like to take my time when I'm braiding, but I don't like to go too slow because I just don't be having all the patience. But I take my time because I like to make sure there's no hair getting caught in between different sections. And I do want my braids to last me as long as possible. So when I get midway through the braid, I'll typically like to push my hair to the other side, and I'll take the braid that I previously braided and I'll go ahead and connect it. So I'm gonna put that braid up in there so you guys see it's over here now. And this is the piece that I'm gonna continue to braid. So now I'm just gonna move over, go under, and now this braid is officially fed into the second braid. And as I'm going, I do like to comb out each section. Again, because I want my braids to be as neat as possible. And I want them to last me as long as possible. Even though I typically like to take my braids down, whether it be a sew-in or if I'm like, you know, using them as a protective style for my units, I don't leave them in longer than like 3 weeks. 4 weeks is like pushing it for me. Like really, really pushing it. So you guys see that was a decent thickness. It's not super fat, but it's definitely not twiggy either. And it's looking pretty good. So right now, as you guys see, this braid, it kind of follows this one, but the next 2 braids, I'm actually gonna go straight back. Let me fix this before I move too far ahead. A good tip that I've learned by braiding my hair, you guys, is if you have hair like mine that comes undone, even with no products in it, you can like put Jamaican black castor oil on this little piece and it won't come undone. So if you have fine hair like myself, this works. That much. And I'll just coat it. And this also helps to protect your ends. So it's like super beneficial. Okay, now we only have 2 braids left on this section. And again, so like these 2 are the most important braids in my opinion, because typically that's where I part my hair. So like when I'm wearing my wigs, you guys, I normally wear like a middle part, so I don't need no humps, lumps, and bumps. Okay, right up in there. That's where I don't need them. I'm gonna put this section up. Again, I'm gonna take some Jamaican black castor oil for my edges. Split it off in a section and 3 sections. And again, so I'm almost at the middle point of the braid. So right when you get at the middle point, you want to go ahead and push your hair to the side and bring that other braid up. So I brought it up and it is over in here. And this is the piece that I'm going to go ahead and start back with. And now the braid that I fed in is right there. That's the hair. Okay, and this is the last braid for this section. When I get done with this braid, I am going to finish the rest off camera and come back and show you guys what it looks like. And I'm just gonna take some Jamaican black castor oil. And typically, I know I haven't showed you guys what I'll do with the coconut oil, but typically I'll just put the coconut oil like towards the middle, like right in here. And sometimes like right in here. So I'll avoid my ends and my roots, but I'll put it like on the middle of the hair shaft if I feel like I need it, which my hair feels really moisturized right now, but I don't know, I might add some coconut oil later. Okay, and now I'm just gonna feed this braid in. My arms are already tired. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this side, and then I'll be right back to show you guys what it looks like in the back when it's all done. Alright, so now that I'm done braiding my hair, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a rubber band and put that at the end of the tail, and then I'm just going to take a bobby pin, so something like that. Take a bobby pin and pin it to the other side, so that way it is protected. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so now that I'm done braiding, I'm gonna go in with my coconut oil, and I'm just going to put a little bit of oil in between my parts, because I noticed when I was parting my hair and braiding that my scalp actually was a little flaky. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my unit, and I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like. Now I went ahead and I've put on my unit, and as you guys can see, my unit is laying pretty flat, and that is because I took my time and did these cornrow braids underneath this. So I hope you guys found this tutorial video very helpful. I hope this gives you guys some direction on how to braid your own hair. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out on YouTube. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right down there. While you're at it, turn on your notifications so you won't miss out on any of my content when I do decide to upload. All right, you guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.